And as available as you want in a top 10 pick. But the last few years, he's taken great strides to rewrite that narrative. Remember, this was a guy that rewrote the record books in Hawaii, won a national championship at Alabama, and nobody questioned the accuracy of that left arm. It was just the availability, well, that he's had to rewrite, and he's done a heck of a job.
The drive begins with a run for Mostert. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down, and they go right back to him. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
It's Mostert on second down. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Mike Hilton getting up there for the tackle. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Forced out to his right. And this one doesn't go far.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Aubrey puts it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, here's Chris Evans. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
Second down, another run by Moss. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Ready? Gun. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Here we go.
Running out of the gun with Moss. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And it's a nice game, but they needed just 1 more yard to move the chains.
Gotta go.
Offense in the hurry up here. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Moss with another carry. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Hey, we got to keep scoring.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Stop.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Let's get set. Stop.
Right back to Moss now. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Mostert on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
Ready. Out.
Staying between the tackles with Mostert. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his 1st time out. And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. This our last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Stop.
Starting the drive with a give to Moss. And they'll bring him down to put an end to this opening quarter. At the end of one, a field goal for each side, but no.
Gun.
Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at first down here.
Stop.
They go counter, it's Moss. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Up the gut, they go with Moss. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Here we go. God.
Now it's Moss. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go. God.
Play action now. Burrow. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Get set. God.
Throwing now, off play action. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Dolphins get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
First down, here's Tua. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. So second down coming up.
You're right here.
Here's a give inside to Mostert. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
All right.
Tua now from the gun. Near the sideline, Waddle's got it. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Touchdown, Miami! So, Bronk, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. Travion Williams now to return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The Bengals are getting the ball back as Zach Moss runs out there. And they take over down 10-3 following that score.
Here we go.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Stop.
The drive starts with a run by Moss. And he gets him around 6 there.
Gotta go,
David
gotta go,
Long
gotta
getting
go.
the spot that time. Offense up to the line fast. Now a give up the middle to Moss. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
11.
They'll run again with Brown. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Gun. Back.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Into the red zone. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme was gimme 6.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Here comes Williams on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Bengals are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this drive would be a win if they could just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Stop.
After the pick, here's Burrow again. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. And he's going to go. It's a big 6. Thrown to the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it, takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining.
Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. All right now. Hold up, what you saying? Look up, you ain't hitting no more. Fix up with a bang. Got drip when they hit that door. You did it on me. Baby, it's me. Show me go up down. You go bounce with me. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. You need to bounce that, switch that flow, straight back, on them feet, bounce that, get down low, bounce right, yes indeed. By the time me something maybe I need to figure out how the hell are we cutting. I got a deed to the house and the lens of the if you trying to do something, you gotta lead with the bounce.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, with representatives from the AFC and NFC.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Commanders Field. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Commanders making their way out. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Daniels looking to throw. Out to his left. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. It's Eckler again. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready?
On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Go!
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
2nd down and 8.
Get it! Let go!
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Let's go now. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
To throw is Daniels. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. The Commanders going to bring out the field goal unit.
This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good.
And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it, and sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
On 2, ready?
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
Stop.
Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And he'll get this to the 32.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Rolling to his left.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals.
Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. .39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
They started on the ground with, and now a fumble. The ball's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball. To take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. And remember, this is a running back that fumbled on the previous drive, but fortunately for them, nothing came of it. And I think when that happens, sometimes coaches can lean a little more on forgive and forget. So he's right back out there and running again.
Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. Forced out to his left. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Go!
Daniels going to throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Okay, ready?
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
On the give, this is Eckler, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Ready?
To the air goes Daniels. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
On now to punt, Brad Robbins. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Washington offense back out there. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Check smash. Check smash.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Play action. It's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 1, ready?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's get set.
Now it's Burrow. A short throw there, pulled in by all. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half.
On 2.
And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong.
Here we go.
Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Go.
Here's Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On one, ready?
Second down in the yard.
Here we go.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
We're good.
They'll go again here with Moss. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
On one, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Burrow will throw. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness.
Here we go.
I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
And that's a nice throw right there, and I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Offense.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Go.
Now Daniels. That one downfield for Dotson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one.
Now.
Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
On the ready. Here we go. Shot. Ready.
Off the play fake. Daniels.
Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Let's go.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Eckler. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from 28 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with...
Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler.
Oh, he shifts past him to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll go down at the 28.
Ready, go!
Running on first down, Eckler.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon.
He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Go!
And McLaurin, the motion man right.
Ready.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you give him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here is Eckler. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here.
Let's go now.
Eckler again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit.
Right?
They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And space tough to come by there as he'll give maybe a yard to the 37.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On second down, it's Moss again.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on your quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. He's still on his feet.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll come out in the pistol.
Ready. Go.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass.
And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on, set. Ready.
From the gun on third down, Daniels.
Touchdown, Washington.
Jamison Crowder. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was all capped off on the touchdown reception by Jamison Crowder. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Back now at Commanders Field. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
On one, ready?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. Burrow looking to pass. He's got Burton here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a line.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ready? Set up.
Back to throw. Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 89 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.